Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TF Live, your home for Australian top-tier TF2, that's a lot of T's, coverage, and yeah, we got a biggie tonight. We've got a double-header, and it's the entirety of the top four being decided tonight in these two matches. We are starting it off with the Right Wing Death Squad versus Nature Walk, which is the battle for fourth place. It will decide who gets the final playoff spot, and then we are going into the big one. We have got Jesus Christ, I'm not getting team names out well tonight. We've got Jasmine T versus No Safe Word. Tonight, with me is Gramps on the co-caster, who's been a trooper all season, and coming off the back of a marathon ozfortress cast, and Wiethoofd on production as well. How are you going, Gramps? Oh, Sage, I should say.
We're gonna make
I'm never going to get used to that.
Yeah. I'm doing well. I'm actually really excited for this matchup. We saw Right Wing Death Squad versus Damage Inc. recently, and that was a really good fight, and I don't know, I think Nature Walk definitely have what it takes to at least contest Right Wing Death Squad. With their roster changes, it should be interesting. So, yeah, looking forward to seeing what will happen tonight.
Yeah, definitely. We are going live very soon here, so just to quickly paint the picture for what's going on tonight, this match here is between the 4th and 5th place teams. Also playing tonight is Damage Inc., who are playing against Dog the Boys, who, I don't want to say it's probably a guaranteed 2 points, but they're going to be heavily favoured going into that matchup and will probably end up securing 3rd spot. So these are the two teams fighting it out for 4th place, and I believe in the current standings, if Right Wing Death Squad get one map, they are guaranteed the spot. So it is all to play for here for Nature Walk tonight, and then we have the number one place being decided between the two undefeated teams this season, happening an hour from now, immediately after this match. If we're going live in real time, do you want to quickly run me through the Right Wing Death Squad rostergrams?
Definitely. They're coming in with a new medic this match, which is Doge. He's coming in from Jermaine, the lower seed in the Prim Division this season. And I think he's replacing Left to replace Keller, so they've had a mix of medics this season. We have Moop coming from Madman in his previous season, playing Demo Man, with HSR, who's an Asian Fortress player, playing Pocket with 150 to 120 ping. But he's been showing that it doesn't matter, as he's been doing very well this season. We have KPC on Roma, Squishy, another Asian on Scout, and Ben on Scout, as we're getting live. Do you want to take me into the mid?
Quickly, for Nature Walk, we've got Quid and Snow on the Scouts, Pause on the Roma, Dubious on the Pocket, Deft on Demo, and Explode on Medic. And this is going to be a really good one here, really evenly matched across all classes, as we are heading to the first map here. On the first map of Gullywash, map 2 will be Badlands. Both Demo Mans making about even time. Deft delaying his pickup of the pack to try and get some more damage into the big door, but nothing really happening yet. Each team taking their respective sides, but a really big air shot coming out onto Dubious. I believe that is from KPC, it was, and KPC is actually going to be the first to go down. Def is going to pick up a frag onto Ben, with frags being traded all on the Nature Walk side of mid at the moment. Snow on very low health. Def still on good health though, and with only the Demo Man and the Medic up, with a Scout, a very low health Scout, and a Demo Man up on the Nature Walk side, I think that sort of intimidation factor of having the two combat classes up will be able to win them in the mid primarily, but once the spawners of Right Wing Death Squad come up, I reckon they will be taking this in really quickly, and yeah, Moop never really left there. He's coming back in with his Scout and Medic in tow.
Yeah, definitely. We did have a bomb onto the Medic trying to get a force. He ends up dropping down a low ground and dodging rockets. He goes to 100 and keeps his Uber charge. They're just trying to cap this mid up. They have the Uber, and we'll probably see them aggress any second now with this ad. I don't know, Doge, it's good to see him return to high level TF2 because he's been on a hiatus for a little bit now, and I don't know, he's definitely one of my favourite medics to watch. And I'm hearing now that Down is actually playing Pocket and Dubious is MIA, so we'll see what ends up happening on that front. But they're starting to forward. It's a 60% on Nature Walk, and we're starting to forward through Right Wing Death Squad. They're Ubering a Scout trying to get the players. They haven't got anything done yet. The Medic just ran low and they can pick up the Demo. Scout's trying to re-aggress onto the Right Wing Death Squad players. Everyone's low on the side of Nature Walk, and we're going to see this aggression absolutely crumble their forward hold. And we're going to probably see this round go in the way of Right Wing Death Squad.
Yep, really good round, really good early call on the Uber there from Right Wing Death Squad. Yeah, that news about the person with the face name it being Down on Pocket as opposed to Dubious, that is Down's a very experienced player, but not on Soldier, and I think that could end up being detrimental for Nature Walk in this matchup, as we see Moop rolling out the big door, actually this side, and Deft mirroring him, so both Demo Men changing it up, going each other's sides this mid, each team, no real aggression yet. Pause is going to sort of have a little bit of a He's going to tease the nipple a little bit, as it were. Def's going to get taken down really low, but KPC is right up in their business, and he's going to combine with his team to completely crush the combo of Nature Walk. And yeah, frags are falling all over the place. Only KPC the roamer down, but he got so much penetration for Right Wing Death Squad, and Quid is the only survivor, and he's... Is he hiding a choke? Is that what I'm seeing right now? He is. He's trying to get a sneaky one around the drop down. I don't like his chances, I'll be frank, but...
Yeah. Well, it might be I don't understand what he's really doing. I guess he's going to try and kill a player, maybe delay it, but honestly, if I knew a player was this far behind us, I'd just be pushing into last right now, especially with the ad. They're in height. Quid does kill Fishy, and he's just annoying soldiers on mid. So if he actually ends up getting anything done after this, because they know he's there, they'll see what they play. But I don't know, like you said, this down on pocket, down's a very good scout, and I'll give that the credit to him, but I've never seen him play soldier. I've definitely pocket as well. As they start Ubering in here, they go through river, they get jumping on the point, they didn't see the sentry straight away, but the cap is out because nobody really had any time to block, and this is an awkward and really bad start for Nature Walk.
Yeah, really good push there. They just used the Uber to tab KPC the roamer straight onto the point. He didn't even look at shooting anyone with that Uber, but he had the pay and train, so he was able to get off a lot of cap time while the rest of Right Wing Death Squad just sort of zoned Nature Walk and kept them off the point, making it a pretty easy cap for KPC in the end. As we're up to mid number 3, another big door rollout here for both teams, actually, again, taking each other's sides. So, but the early aggression coming out from down onto KPC, of all people, is not going to get a lot done, and he and Paws are both going to go down. That's 2 soldiers down for Nature Walk. That's a lot of people down for Nature Walk. Deft and Explode on very low health. Explode will not make it out here. He snuck out through the big door and he's trying to wiggle his way to last, but Moop is in pursuit of all people. He could do this, but no. Ben has rocked up on the scene with KPC there just as a little bit of an insurance, and he's going to die very late. Huge 16-second spawn on him. Snows straight up on the engineer, and this is looking extremely one-sided so far, Gramps.
I definitely think the lack of dubious might be a huge contributing factor to this. They're getting up the center and they're just going to be trying to delay, but their heals aren't even up and the Uber's already starting to get forward in river. And we do see Quid on Sniper, so we might be able to see him work some magic, but they Uber early, it's not going to happen. They get straight onto the sentry right now. It hasn't gone down, it's being kept up. It goes down fairly late. They can make this work. The Uber has faded for Roids and they're getting players. The damage is already dealt, and it looks like they're just going to be able to walk onto this point. Deft is solo holding, and they're getting picks returning. Deft's doing a lot of work. Snow picked up somebody as well. It's a 2v2. Explode and Deft, and it's Deft versus Fishy, and Fishy's going to pick it up.
Yeah, Fishy sort of having the I don't know, the foresight to really tuck himself away and keep himself safe during that last push. Deft doing the solo herd under the point, nearly clutched it out, and that's what Deft's really good at, is just being able to put a team on his back in those sorts of situations where he has health advantage and just really dealing a lot of damage. He's going to eat a very early stick this mid though from a move rolling at big door while he rolls out his own choke, so Nature Walk changing it up again, but Down is going to get completely mulched on this mid air shot. Pause is solo as well. He's still going to try and open up the aggression. He's going to get taken down by Fishy. That's the flank down for Nature Walk. Down as well, and that is the most annoying thing to say, as I've already learned. Fishy is in pursuit up on the choke, and HSR is flanking around from behind in the big door, trying to get onto Explode. Explode is on so little health, and it's unfortunate. Deft was nearly able to clutch out that frag on the Fishy. In one more pipe, and he would have been able to do it and possibly save their lives, but the rest of Right Wing Death Squad arriving on the scene was just sort of a bit of a curtain call for Nature Walk, because this is the way they've been executing these last pushes so far. Right Wing Death Squad has been clinical. Snow up again on the engineer, Quid again up on the sniper, but this is the same situation as we've been in time and time again, and they've gone 3 from 3 for last pushes so far, and they're going to Uber straight in river. Here, Pause is going to jump away, distracts a little bit with the Uber, and distracts for KPC. Down's going to counter jump there. Most of the action happening on the flank here during this Uber, but HSR is going to come in late with a big 300 health, take down Explode, and meanwhile Moop is going to be able to combine with the rest of his team to just clean up the remaining frags. Deft not going to be able to do anything against 5 players down in the water, and that's a very quick 4-0.
That's 4-0 in 7 minutes, and this is the thing that I've been noticing straight off the bat, is that they're wiping pretty much on every mid, and I don't think they've gone a single mid with keeping their medic up. Explode, it's like dying on mid's bad, losing most of your players on mid is bad, losing most of your players on mid and then dying on second as medic is awful, and it's happened twice now, I think, so they're going to start getting up now. They've got some positioning, but their health isn't very great, the buffs are fading, they're starting to move over the point for Right Wing Death Squad. Pause gets straight on the medic and Doge surfs into danger. He does, oh my god, Doge is playing a dangerous game right now. He finally gets picked up. As looks like the first mid for Roids that is finally working, and they do make it their favourite in the end. Doge like stuffed like 6 things. It was very funny to watch. Just trying to scramble for his life.
It was ambitious. He tried to surf up under the nipple. He's going for style points, and yeah, I'll give him style points. I won't give him points for surviving though, as he did go down. Full Uber advantage for Explode. Really good mid there by Nature Walk, showing some signs of life, and especially when I wasn't expecting it. Quid's getting right up on the move in the Riverside, just going to get taken down by KPC, but I hope that doesn't deter Nature Walk from pushing. KPC is going to counter-sack. He's going to get onto Explode, hits another Splash Rocket onto Explode, taking him down to around 50 health, but Explode, he knows he ain't got a pop there, and he's got to start making some high percentage plays, as do the rest of Nature Walk. If they want to win this round, they're going to Uber through main. Def's going to focus down the Sentry immediately. Roma and Pocket clashing heads on the drop-down area, but Def's managed to find 2 with his Uber, including the Medic. He, and yeah, Moop doing the solo hold in River at the moment, but Ben is still alive as well, causing a little bit of a problem here for Def, but Def didn't, with Gwyd and Toe, are going to be able to sort of find those remaining frags. 4-1, let's hope this is signs of life from Nature Walk, because they seem to have figured out mid, and if they can figure out mid, they can really sort of start to build a foundation. Like you were saying, if their mids are disastrous, then it's leaving them pretty high and dry.
Well, like I said, like pretty much neither team has even had a chance to hold last. They've just been forward aggression on mid, and whoever's been winning mid has been winning these last pushes. But we suddenly see another mid coming out. Void's taking the same positioning as last time. See if it makes anything work. Down's jumping up height, and Paws gets aggressive on the plays, getting a lot of damage. This is working in the favor of Nature Walk. Players are at a very low health on both sides, but Roids is definitely on the low end of this play. They don't lose their medic, but they are forced out of mid with 3 players up. We're going to see a forward aggression come out of them to break into the second as Doge is forced back into lobby. But I don't know, we'll see if Roids give it up, but it looks like they're trying to play the shutter. They don't want to give it up without a fight. They might play upper or Uber, and Roids are looking to move. Moop is jumping mid to kill the scout.
Yeah, they've all come out through Big Door to contest this mid. I really like this super aggressive play. Snow's going to take down the demo man of Moop, but it's drawn all of Nature Walk back and put them in a really awkward position. Right Wing Death Squad are in the player disadvantage here, so this could come back to bite them, especially with so much cap time in favour of Nature Walk, and Doges end up forced. And because he's had to pop first here, they have to get their force out of Explode, and now they need to run. This is a really dangerous position here for Right Wing Death Squad, and Doge's just been bounced in, and he gets obliterated. Really good play there from Nature Walk, just turning on the aggression. But HSR's just able to walk in through Big Door, but he's... Oh, I think that's probably... You can put that one down to ping, honestly. He just beefed a couple of ground rockets onto Explode. Well played to Explode. I don't want to take anything away from him, but... Oh, that was a closely fought thing. Good idea from Right Wing Death Squad, but they just sort of got put in a very awkward position, and popping first when you go to contest mid like that in such an aggressive fashion, it's really not what you want.
I'd put that in the realm of interesting play. Like, I definitely didn't expect it, and... I don't know, it was... Maybe leading on a soldier would have been a better idea, because Moop was forced into... Basically what they had to do for that play to work was Moop had to win a low health fight against a scout in a 1v1, which is definitely something interesting to try, but I don't know, it definitely ended up working in the favour of Nature Walk. And they do have the Uber ad, so we might just see another Uber push into last. We have Fushy on NG, he's putting up the Sentry. They move fast, that Sentry's not going to be in much of a place to do anything, but it's finally up, got a level 2. They've Ubered, but it's disastrous. It's so early, they've taken no crown. They drop Jeff to a trap as well. It's going to be just a play to probably get the medic, but that's not going to happen either because the Sentry hasn't gone down. This is one of the most disastrous pushes I've seen all game, and they're still getting the cap time. They're still trying to fight this. Quid's under the point, but 2 players up end up surviving for Nature Walk, and it's just Quid trying to dance under the point at this stage. Oops, Soldier's going to pick him up.
Was KPC, did he get the force in there? It looks like he was prodding from around the drop-down launch pad area, and yeah, really awkward force, and it's funny to say that that's the first, like, failed last push we've seen in this map so far. 12 minutes in, but 5 rounds in. Yeah, it's a weird one, as we're going to see Right Wing Death Squad capping up on this on their own second point, and they have a big Uber advantage. Paws isn't really in a position to force. They're all really passively positioned here. They've got to make sure that they're able to get the force with the spam and the combination of the Quid sniper. Quid's a very good sniper though, and he's actually managed to get a body shot into Doge, and that with the combination of the aggression from Snow is going to force them out. But they end up losing 3 frags, and that's 3 combat classes as well. It's only Deft and a sniper really left up on the field that can do any damage. But Deft, these are the sort of situations that he really excels at, and he's able to lock out the immediate aggression for Death Squad in the choke. Quid Quid's put himself on an island, and I back Quid to make the plays like this because he's certainly got the aim to make it happen, but he's just looking in the complete wrong direction at the moment. He gets the full charge body shot onto Fishy, and Doge is actually going to go down as well to Quid on the body shot. He's totally on an island, and he's finally going to get taken down by the combination of Ben and KPC, but that's huge plays by Quid. I back my boy. Def's done a lot of damage to those players at Big Door as well, and they're going to be cleaned up, I imagine, by Snow with the big 3k in the end there. Just HSR left up on the field, and he's up spawning with his medic. Really big plays there by a combination of, I'd say, Quid with the initial opening that up, Snow with the cleanup of Death's damage. Really well played there by Nature Walk. Bit of a back cap going on, but second cap's as fast as mid grabs. That's not going to work. HSR, yeah. I'm sorry.
So we have an awkward positioning. Fishy's on Sniper, and if we've seen anything from Fishy in the Roids game, he went absolutely ham on Sniper. HSR gets picked up behind, so we're probably going to see some aggression from Nature Walk.
Full Ubrad too.
Yeah, well, they need to make sure they get forced, and they're not looking at the height spot. KPC's just going to drop onto the medic, and he's going to be forced super early and choke. And they don't even kill KPC. That's really messy. We're going to get the cap likely, but we might see a counter aggression. We have Fishy on Sniper. KPC finally goes down behind. But this Uberad's going to come out any second now. We might see Fishy switch off Sniper, which is going to happen. It's good to have a scout who knows when Sniper's not needed. They're on the last. And they have the Uberad, and it doesn't actually look like they're in any position to really walk out. Maybe they're just going to play this hold. We'll see what they end up doing. KPC's going to spawn, so we might see some aggression. Yeah, we do. They're breaking into lobby now. We'll see how they want to play this. If I were them, I'd probably try and take the upper and force them back before Ubering, but it looks like they're trying something in lobby. They're just walking around, they're testing their angles. Clearing stickies. Ben's through the shutter door, so we're going to see aggression. There's two in Big Door that are pretty alone and might be getting hurt. Paul's going to get caught in. They do Uber in, and they do kill down and Paul straight away. Explode is so aggressive. He's trying to get this Uber. You can't be that forward. He just dies, and they give up the second. 98%. So this is the issue, right? Is that, okay, yeah, he was in a position to try and get that Uber, and they were banking on it, but you can easily just stay back in a choke and get that Uber and repush later. Like, it's not worth you being that forward and dying for it.
Like, in his defense, I get what he was trying to do there, because Deft was caught in the choke, and had he been able to link up his beam with, like, for a second with Deft, he would have been able to save his demo and get Uber, but it just didn't quite work out like that, and they got separated and both got taken down. So I'm feeling for Explode there, but I agree with you that it probably wasn't the high percentage, like, play in terms of risk reward, and now we're up on a big 50% Uber advantage for Doge again. Quid's on the Sniper, he's feeling himself, and he's going to a bit of an awkward position here. I think he fell down, but he's going to be sniping in from this shutter door area, anticipating the push from Big Door, and it looks like that's where Right Wing Death Squad are opting to go, but Doge just spotted the dot, and he's delaying. The rest of his team's come through and really made him that space, so that's going to work fine. He's not going to get forced. He's going to get forced now, actually, from a lot of residual spam, I think. Snow and Down are going to get taken out. Deft is getting pressured really hard by Ben as well, who's chased really deep, but a nice pipe by Deft. He's able to... And that's one of the things, I think, I don't remember who told me this, but Deft's probably most standout quality as a demo man is that you cannot win a 1v1 with him as a scout, which is absurd. Yeah, it was probably you, but like...
Playing assisting against Deft, yeah. Deft, his shortcomings, they're there obviously. I'd definitely put him mid-high prem as a demo man, but one of this weird qualities is that he's put so much time into MG and DM that he's so hard to win fights with as scout that I just stopped bothering halfway through my last season. So we'll see what they end up doing. They start pushing up upper with Uber, but the 80% is already up for Doge, so we might see a counter Uber if they don't get enough aggression here. They end up picking Fishy up behind, and KPC does try and go behind for a play. They've lost two, and they
this is disastrous.
So they can make it work. The Uber's come out, they need it backed up. Explode is super forward yet again, but he looks like he's going to be able to get it out. They might see a repush. They lose Snow only, but Pause is very lit, and so is Down. Down's backing up height, and we don't see any counter aggression just yet. They don't really have much positioning is the issue, and it has evened out on the Ubers as well.
Oh, I saw Nature Walk's life flashing before their eyes there. I was really worried. They did get those 2 picks on the flank, which is worth something, but I just saw Doja's Uber just ticking upside. Oh my goodness, Fishy, what?
Kills Explode. How did they let that happen? Okay, that's very bad. That's going to be pretty much, I dare to say, probably going to be around if these last pushes have been any indication, because this Uber's going to come up, and as we've learnt from the previous rounds, it is impossible to hold it against an Uber push into last, apparently.
Well, yeah, the right-wing Death Squad pushes have been so clinical. Pause is forward, he's having a bit of a peek in lobby, trying to see what he can get done, and Quid is on the spy. Oh, I think he's going to be a bit late
now.
here. I think they're going to pop through before he's able to get anything. He's going to go for Moop, and he just dies to a HSR rocket jump. That's quite funny. But KPC, again with that pain train, is just able to cap out the point. Really, really well executed. It's the exact same as that push that we saw earlier. Much more convincing round from Nature Walk. 5-1 is the score of the Right Wing Death Squad, but we have a fair bit of time left, and we've seen Right Wing Death Squad turn out some really quick rounds, so I'm hoping that we're able to see it for Nature Walk 2, and they can at least take it to time for their confidence. Deft is rolling out on his own side, both teams rolling out their own side, but Moop going the slightly safer option of rolling out Big Door. Quid is sort of put on an island, and the really big bomb forward from KPC is actually not going to get much damage onto Deft at all, and Explode's going to clean up the frag on the Fishy. Deft has lived for so long here, which is absolutely absurd considering the amount of effort they invested into killing him on that mid. Moop is going to trade out, but it's not going to be worth it. Doge and HSR are getting the Helen Keller out of there, and they put so much effort into trying to kill Deft. He got juggled down onto the low ground only because he was dodging damage, not because he got knocked down there, and he was still on like 200 health while he was on the ground, and they invested 2 players into killing him, and he's still alive.
They're coming up with this Uber, it is even. They do keep the medic up, a soldier bombs. He's gonna get almost double midied. He gets killed in the end. Deft kills Fishy, and neither team is Ubered. They get the cap, which is obviously not what Roids wanted, but Explode's not in a great position for this Uber. He's finally milking it. They've Ubered it out. This isn't the worst thing ever. He's gonna have to force the stickies from Moop. And Pause is just in a great position here, playing it very clever. Pause is just delaying. They're gonna send players back. This is really good for Nature Walk. This could be a good return round, but Moop slows things down. That was actually a really good play from Moop. Moop jumped on top of the pipes in front of main and just spammed stickies from height, but then
yeah, I'm gonna cut you off there because I've got to sing Henry's praises. That was huge by Pause. He jumped up top, got the force, and then immediately went behind. They weren't able to focus on him because they needed to get the pop out of Explode, did Right Wing Death Squad, and he went straight to last and drew everyone back, split them sort of pulled them really thin, and meant that Nature Walk was able to clean up everyone. Huge play by Pause, winning the round there. As we are onto another mid, and he's going to jump very aggressive, speak of the man himself. He's not going to really get much damage done to Pause, but he's going to pick up Ben, and Deft walking forward is going to get moved as well. Snow is traded out in kind, and Explode,
One
he's
HP.
Just able to sort of squeak. I think he was trying to surf on top of the wooden thingamajig there, but he wasn't quite able to do it. He lands. I think he was on 1 when he landed and immediately regen there.
Jesus,
oh, that is the width of living by the width of a nipple hair there as Explode. Very lucky, but Doge did get out actually, and Ben is up on the sniper with Fishy on the engineer. So let's see what really happens here. I expect to see Pause go for a play, but Ben's going to be peeking very aggressively. He's in danger of getting caught out here, but surfs the rocket out very well. Quid's in, and Quid's straight back out again. So we'll see what Nature Walk want to do here. I would like to see Quid and Pause combined for something, especially considering the success we've seen from the Quid sniper so far, and he's actually underneath the point right now while Moop is peeking river, and he's going to start to get some cap time, but he's going to get the point to around about like a third capped, and just go down, but that's exactly what they wanted
there. Really nice bomb onto Explode. He doesn't get the force, he almost does. Dude, I want to just go to the Pause appreciation hour again, because I've wanted to say this for a while, but I've not really got a chance. I think Pause is easily one of the most underrated roamers in Prem. He's insanely good at what he does, and he's been doing so much for Nature Walk in this map so far, especially winning that round for them. We'll see what they end up doing, because, Quid's come up sniper, as you'd expect. We have the Ben sniper as well. Interesting to see Ben come up with sniper in this situation. I guess he was trying to get an opening pick so they could really push, because he was on sniper pretty much when the Ubers were even just coming up. Quid's in lower left, he's on KPC, he misses the shot. We need to pretty much, to break this out, we need to see a sniper do something, or maybe a roamer get on aggressively, but because both teams have the sniper, it's unlikely to see any sacks from either team.
People are still sleeping on the Quid sniper. I'm going to back my boy here. Like, sort of people will underrate Quid, I feel, because he's Quid and he just does Quid things. And for those of you who know what I mean, know what that means, you know Quid, you know what I mean. But he has got ridiculously good hit scan aim, especially on sniper, which, in his words, is easy class. So I reckon he's going to get something done here. He's rotating around the main area. But that's the thing, almost. Nature Walk don't really have time for him to sort of peak angles, re-peak, do all that sort of stalemate-y stuff, which is very typical of Gullywash. He's got to go like balls to the wall, really get something done here, because Nature Walk need rounds on the board, and they need them now. And this isn't really conducive to getting them those rounds. Quid's probably going to go down here, and River, no, he just manages to squeak out, and KPC misses the rocket, gets taken down very low himself, but he's going to get Reese up. Quid misses the shot onto the engineer, but he's actually managed to peek and get a dangle onto Doge, but Doge very well hidden behind the pillar there. He's going to get another shot and gets the body shot, I think, onto Doge. No, he ends up getting the body shot onto Fishy, I think, when he was aiming for Doge, but he's going to get taken down, and I expect to see a KPC counter-sack here. Actually, it's Ben forwarding forwards in the lower lobby, and is going to take him down. Explode drops to move.
Okay, move just hits a nice pipe on Explode. That's not what you want to see. This is completely turning around. Quid on Spy, maybe a backcap play, something European can be out on this ozfortress.
Tactical drop.
Fishy's definitely looking, and if they don't expect this play, this could definitely work. Quid doing the old sniper disguise, see what he can hear. They see the sniper, so they're not going to expect it. Quid's doing it, he's going to make this work. There's nobody to stop him, he's just walking on last. If they don't have the time to cap this, oh my god, he's got it. Oh! Oh my god, the time's 8! Quid is just standing so he doesn't believe it. That's kind of sloppy from Nature Walk. They could have easily just thrown in a play to delay for even half a second, but I bet Quid's call was, I've got this, don't worry about it. So they just played back. That sucks. Oh,
that sucks. And HSR starts staring right at him and just eats 2 rockets while he's invisible. Quid drops the in chat. I don't think he's a happy camper right now. 6 minutes and 44 seconds. I still want to see Nature Walk really try and take the aggression here, especially because I'd like... if Dubious was on this team, I'd back them in a general DM sense, especially on the flank. So I'd really like to sort of see them try and make things happen to become the initiators here, but they're just going to get their Uber on mid here. They've got like a teensy-weensy advantage, but yeah, Quid sniping... This isn't what I want from them. I think they have the aim potential and just the raw DM, especially within Deft and their scouts, to just walk in and create fights that are within that, like, that are advantageous for them because of their DM, and that's sort of not what they're doing here. They're playing these very, very Gullywash strats, in all honesty, and they need to get their asses into gear. Otherwise, this map is going to be beyond winnable, and the clock is ticking.
Yeah, I'm betting anything on this. I'm saying Roids are probably parking bust. They don't have any reason to push. Nature Walk they got a pause coming in apparently, but. Nature Walk are the ones to be pushing right now. We have Quid on the sniper, so we need to see him. After this pause goes away, and I believe what happened was Quid crashed or timed out or something, because I can see him in real time rebooting TF2. But
Snow 800 ping, I'm being told.
Oh, okay then, never mind, I've been lied to. So, what really needs to happen here is Quid needs a good opening pick, and they need to funnel through and get a last push. Because they have 6 minutes to get enough rounds to tie. I don't think it's possible for them to get an advantage, and they need to tie and then go for a golden cap. And that's a big ask, so basically what we really need to see happen is they win this next push, which has to happen very soon, and then they roll 2 mids for any chance for Nature Walk to actually pull this map. And I don't know how accurate this is, but I do remember last season Quid was telling us after, I think they beat, was it Mad Men? It was either Mad Men or Damaging.
But
I think it was Damaging, actually. No, it was Damaging.
Yeah.
I think. Or no, it's Victoria Right. That was
okay.
So it's Victoria Right versus them, and they beat them on Gullywash and they got rolled on Granary. And what Quid said is, we can't play Granary, but Gullywash is our best map. This season, they've got a different roster, and I don't know how true that stands, but if this is their best map, it's a bit awkward, especially because they are missing a pocket, obviously. We're live now, we're going to see them coming in. Like I said, Roids have no reason to push, they have a 3-round advantage. Like, they can just relax up and do whatever they want. Quid's probably going to just take heals and, like I said, go for another aggressive peek. He needs something to open this up for a push very soon.
They're not giving him anything. They know that he's here, and they're not really peeking the angle. Actually, KPC is feeling himself. He's going to jump around and spam some rockets. He was in danger of getting his head taken off, but he had the health to sort of get away with that, as my HUD's going to be broken because I'm not smart like Wiethoofd is, and I can't fix these things. He's going to get a body shot onto move, but not really able to take much more than that. Yeah, as we're just going to see a stalemate, and I think it's just going to be Quid taking pot shots, honestly. Not really much more to it, but yeah, on the topic of what you were saying, I really feel like, as Down's actually going to get taken down at the choke there, Quid's going to ring off a headshot onto KPC, but not really much else happening in this big door area. As Fishy counter-sacks, I imagine that was, he's able to donate his life to Pause there in the big door. Pause is having a bit of a prod, but yeah. Please stalemate so I can keep going. Yeah, what you were saying about Nature Walk, this being their best map, I completely agree with that when Dubious is there. Dubious, like, being a very old-style shotgun pocket, he loves sort of taking these heals, and their combo would be able to excel on a map like this with Dubious, where he's able to take 300 health, walk around with a shotgun and just babysit Deft, and that combo is just able to do so much damage if that was the case. But with down on Pocket, I think it's really hurting them, especially on this map. I reckon they'll come good come Badlands, but yeah, we're just still stalemating on out here.
They don't have the time to be stalemating. What are they doing? Like, okay, so at this stage, right? Like, sure, whatever. It's a bad idea to be pushing, but it's also a bad idea to not be pushing. You don't have the time to be stalemating. So they're doing it. They're realizing it. They're pushing in. They lose pause immediately due to a bad flash, and that is not what you want to see immediately off the bat. So the Uber trade is coming out. They're gonna probably, yeah, they're not pushing. Like I said, they have no reason to push. They have the round advantage. They don't. It's a lot easier to just stand still in a choke than it is to push through one, and they know that, so they don't need to make the risk, but HSR does, and he gets cleaned up in the choke. Quid looking through the choke, trying to get picks. They're going to start aggressing. Down does try and pick a bit of spam. They're going to start aggressing now. Down goes through, followed by Deft and the medic. The trap gets blown off. Quid misses the headshot onto the medic. He needs to be hitting these shots, and he's not going to be hitting a single one. He finally
gets moved though, yeah.
Bit late, and it's not going to be match, maybe not that much. They're super low health, but they're making it work somehow. This is a miracle. Wishy goes down to snow and then gets pinned up by KBC. KBC on very low health comes crossbow. This is the weirdest push I've ever seen. Okay, so finally things go back to normal and we're not in Bizarro world anymore. Quid goes forward for a pick and ends up getting cleaned up. It's just down and explode all the way back in lobby.
Oh, Quid. He was taking pot shots, doing body shot damage, and then he fell down, dropped down. Which was quite funny, but yeah, taking him out of the fight on 35 health, there's not really much he can do there, and he donates his life.
Just death time.
Explode is going to be up on his Uber, and he's going to be forced. Actually, they're taking the aggressive trade here. Doja's going to pop in kind after being taken down quite low, but Deft is going to get obliterated as he gets jumped, as he jumps away, and Nature Walk rather are trying to sort of gather themselves in this lobby here and in this top area, but the spam from Right Wing Death Squad is very, very good, as Nature Walk know they need to do something. They sort of realise a little bit too late that there is urgency, but the spam from Right Wing Death Squad just means they cannot keep rotting these areas, and they're just not really able to get any purchase on this second. And with this position, with 2 minutes left to go, I think I'm going to have to call it map for Right Wing Death Squad at this point.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Barely enough time to get around Nature Walk, let alone for me to tie this up and get a golden cap. We might even see them get around on the third of Right Wing Death Squad. There's no reason for them not to push. It's impossible for Nature Walk at this point, and because of the how late it is in the season, the rounds don't actually matter in terms of seedings, so...
with this close fourth place one, though, between the three teams of Damage Inc., Right Wing Death Squad, and Nature Walk, it could be interesting, though, to see how the rounds pan out, so... I don't blame them for taking the higher probability play of sort of stalemating out here, but that's not what they're doing at all. KPC is going to go down, trade with Quid. Combo of Nature Walk actually pushed into the lobby there for a moment. They thought better of it. HSR is going to get popped on as he's taken down very low, saved by his medic. Explode's going to pop a little bit later, but Pause is going to get taken down as well. And the cap is on for Ben, and he's going to get taken down by Deft. And I imagine with all the health and positioning here that Nature Walk are going to hold this last reasonably comfortably. Moop just getting up on his spawn now, so with no demo man, they were never going to really make that work. But they have managed to get the hell out of there. Wishy going to get taken down very low. KPC is going to die trying to get something done on the flank. They're going to stack the cap here. Nature Walk possibly trying to get a coast-to-coast around just to bolster that rounds for and against. They're going fast. They really want to make this work with 40 seconds left. Down's going to jump through and clear third choke. A lot of spam coming in there from Movin is going to take down Explode very, very low, but Deft has managed to get through. Down's going to go down, but they're going to trade out a lot of frags here on the mid. Doja's gone down, though, for most importantly. We've got 2 soldiers left up for Right Wing Death Squad, and they're going to get some stuff done, but Pause is going to be able to find one, and Explode's going to be able to defend himself with the crossbows to get the other, but only 18 seconds left, so I think those soldiers for Right Wing Death Squad probably did enough there to get themselves win themselves the round, or secure themselves not losing the round, rather, and that will be the final score with 6 seconds left of 5-2 to Right Wing Death Squad on Gullywash.
Yeah, definitely. No. Nature Walk should have maybe asked if they could do next round win rules. But I don't know, it's not as close as you want to see it. First of all, the thing that sucks, I think, is I don't know if Nature Walk had a warm-up scrim, but they were definitely sloppy coming into it. Especially with down on Pocket, they didn't really play to their full potential, and they lost immediately 4 rounds in 7 minutes. And to come back from that, even if you do have the momentum, you need a lot of momentum. So they did end up getting 2 rounds, and it's a good effort, but in the end it just wasn't enough. I mean, hopefully we'll see a bit of a better showing on this map, which is Badlands?
Badlands,
yeah,
indeed.
Yeah, so we'll check out logs in a moment, but we'll see, I don't know, I'm just gonna see Badlands. Of course, Badlands closer and opener of every ozfortress official season, so...
Okay, well, I've got the logs up on screen here. Do you have them in front of you at all? There, Grabs? Yeah, they are in Discord, Slack rather, if you want to have a quick look, but unsurprisingly, we see the demo man of Moop for Right Wing Death Squad pulling out the biggest DPM, 278 damage per minute there, with KPC the Roamer actually following him up quite close behind with 261 DPM. I suppose that's the Seagull principle coming in there, where he has argued that Gullywash is not the demo map, it is the Roamer map, and your Roamer is always going to excel on that. The highest damager for NatureWalk actually was down, despite only going 12 for 22, not having the best game there, but he's managing to put out some damage, and surprisingly out-damaging Deft, which I don't think I would have really picked going into this, or having watched this match. We'll quickly flick over, have a look at some of the other ones. Ben with the top kills there, getting the cleanup job done, as is HSR, the Pocket, really able to clean up off his team's damage. Anything else that really stands out to you on these logs, Grimes?
I had to say it, and it sounds a bit mean, but the statistical overall showing from NatureWalk is really bad. Both scouts dropping under 200 DPM. Kinda understandable from Quid, he did snipe and Ghost went spy a lot, and there was a bit of a stalemate at the end. But Snow only hitting 160 DPM is pretty awkward, especially because it wasn't a very stalemate match for the most part, and it was very back and forth. But then again, there was a lot of it being, the back and forth being, the back of NatureWalk running, backing up from Word's aggression, so I don't know, it's interesting to see. A bit of awkward stats from the scouts of NatureWalk.
Yeah, to build on what you were saying there, it was a bit of a shellacking, especially early on for NatureWalk. It was really hard for scouts to actually excel. Oh, bugger. As we are live on Badlands. I was just going to say that despite what you were saying, No actually had surprisingly few deaths for someone who was getting shellacked. As we are off to mid, Grams, you can take me to mid because you're all over it. I'm not, I'm still looking at logs.
Moop's just done default rollout. He goes out pretty aggressively. He's running it at forward spam onto the valley. Snow goes super aggro and gets down to very low health, and he's going to get cleaned up. Fishy gets cleaned up by Explode's arrow, actually, and Force and Explode do end up getting picked up by Ben and KPC's aggression. It's just Deft and Quid Quid's likely going to be cleaned up in valley. Oh no, he looks like he's going to maybe get out. No, Doge has something to say about that, and he pins into the wall. And it's just Deft on the respawn, I believe, so... not what you want to see. Like, again, we might see a famous straight to last after wiping on mid push, as this round has been showing time and time again. We didn't see any off classes out of NatureWalk, which is interesting, because they're probably going to try and maybe forward hold. But even with the forward hold in this situation, I'd try and maybe put an NG on last or anything, really.
Yeah, because they're in real danger of getting Ubered on here by the combo of Right Wing Death Squad. Pause is going to go down, and that exactly is what happens. They're going to get Ubered on. Down has been separated from his team, and he's going to get taken down in main. And KPC is going to go down on the point with 2 Deft sticks, and HSR is going to go down to a Deft pipe. But Ben is getting a lot of time on the cap there and actually manages to clean up Snow in a very, very big way. But Moop is just going to be able to walk in with 260 health and finish off the cap, as everyone from NatureWalk had backed off there. And yeah, you touched on it last map, but I'm really starting to get the sense that NatureWalk are just not warm, because you saw it. They came good in Gullywash. They were more competitive in the second half of their map, but Right Wing Death Squad just seem to be coming out quicker, and it's probably just because they're more warmed up, honestly. Moop and Def's going to be trading a stick each, actually, as both teams takes their side. Pause is going to open it up with a lot of aggression, going to draw a lot of ice. He's going to get a lot of damage on the Moop. Moop on the slither of HP. Meanwhile, the rest of NatureWalk is sort of forwarded across the point, probably off the calls of Pause, that he's done so much health, so much work, and Quid is going to be able to flank around from behind. I think he went all the way through Valley to catch the retreating Doge there, and that's a wipe on the side of Right Wing Death Squad. I'm glad to see that NatureWalk have made the adjustment a little bit quicker this map, because even if they aren't warm, they have come have come good quicker, and that's really put them in a good position after losing a quick first round.
I think it was 4 lost mids before they got their first mid in the last map, but it's good to see them get a return this time, and they have the full Uber. And this has happened so many times in this round, it's ridiculous. So we have Bet on Sniper, and he's watching the angle, but they probably have a call on it, they peek it, and they're testing their luck. So they're probably going to see a buff out, and then Ubers into last. If they're quick, they need to be careful of the sentry, and please don't drop the sniper. Okay, so they don't lose anyone to the sniper off the bat. They're spamming out the sentry quickly, it goes down, but they're rotating spawns. They're playing this pretty casually. A soldier on top of the point is going to end up cutting snow, so HSR's doing the famous play in the pipe strat. We see spam coming out from both sides, but player health on Nature Walk is pretty bad, and they haven't got any return frags just yet. Fwishy and Ben finally go down, so they don't have the scouts, but they don't really have the players to keep walking this in. Quid's on top, he's doing damage to the demo man, so he might make this work. The demo finally goes down, it's just the soldiers. How would they make this work? The heals are up, and it's Quid versus a medic and a soldier. But Doge is a masterful arrow. Oh my god, Doge! Doge!
The second scouts come in here.
Oh my god, Doge, Jesus.
Singing Doge's praises, but I honestly reckon he was running around getting Uber Swords and Arrows during that fight, and had he been healing up his players, I reckon they would have had the health to take that right-wing death squad and probably hold that. Yeah, honestly, I think he wasn't healing his soldier for a long enough time. He hit some clutch arrows to almost make up for it, but it wasn't quite enough. It's quite funny to see someone die to a soldier in the pipe as Deft got out-defted almost. As we're going to see now, mid number 3 now, KPC is going to get denied from the Nature Walk train pretty hard, but he's actually going to go down, Deft is going to go down to HSR. Frank's being traded out, but that's a lot of damage off the field for Nature Walk now, and right-wing death squad have just forded across the point. Down is going to get taken out as he tries to retreat by Fishy. Explode is so far out of there. He didn't want anything to do with that, and here's at last. Probably a good play by him, a good read on that mid after Death went down.
He's gonna...
Quid's always, yeah.
He's playing footsie with the soldier. Quid playing Dance Dance Revolution right now. He gets out. But HSR's going to forward hop.
He's so far behind. My god, he's in their lobby.
He went for a HSR forward play to try and kill him on the respawn, but HSR had none of it. And we're going to see Quid just... He did choke. What are you going to do? They're probably just going to push. Like, if I was in this situation, I'm like, he's too far behind, it doesn't matter, let's just go. They'll play down while he's this far back. He's finally in Valley, he's just trying to make it to forward spawn, and they let him. Okay.
He's going to stay there. It's Quid. He's going to stay there.
Quid. Okay.
He's still there.
I can't believe, dude. Okay, they don't expect. Oh no, they expect it. He
gets the Ben frag.
How does this work? He's still there.
Oh, he's gonna take the 1v1 with Fishy now. He's gonna miss the drop down jump, but Fishy's got a heal beam now, and I don't think Quid's gonna win this one. Move actually gets taken down by
wins at 6 from Fishy.
Yeah, but he very nearly won that one. But Uber's gonna come out there from Nature Walk in the meantime. They did get the frag onto Moop. I was wondering how Moop went down on the pocket there, but it looks like they've Ubered out into the lobby during Quid's distraction, but Doge has not popped. Doge hasn't seen a lick of damage. Deft is trying to spam aggressively into the lobby and just deter right-wing death squad a little bit, but it's not going to be all too effective in achieving anything, honestly, as they're just going to heal up their players, a right-wing death squad, and go with this full Uber advantage. Nothing really on the field other than a snow sniper for Nature Walk, and they're going to Uber into this top left area from the attacker's perspective. Nature Walk rotating through spawn, and Dept is up in the pipe doing his favourite thing, and that is Turbo up there, ladies and gentlemen. Quid and Snow are just absolutely mincing the rest of right-wing death squad, and Dept's been completely irrelevant in the pipe that entire push. This is just Moop left alive, and he's backing out through drop down. He does not have any thoughts of glorious backcaps at all, and he's just going to manage to squeak out a house, but Quid is hot in pursuit, as we're going to see Nature Walk start to recap in the Spire. That was quite a funny last push from right-wing death squad. They just got completely destroyed by scouts.
Yeah, they pushed behind, I think it was KPC and a scout pushed behind to kill Quid, and Quid literally just absolutely two-shot the rest of them, and then a bit of help from Snow. Quid actually played that very well and ended up working in their favour. It's a bit of a funny dance around behind them, but he ends up making it work. So they're on this mid, but their health isn't great. They have the ads that they're going to start moving through the house, but I would be pretty worried of spam here as they're trying to back up. They're just trying to get this force and leave. Hopefully Explode doesn't have force, but he does eat a big pipe from Moop, and he's going to be low in Valley. Just playing back, and Fwishy, oh no, they don't have position to repush yet. Low health, but they make it work. And
yeah, that dropping down from Explode after eating the pipe almost ended up working for him, because I believe KPC went for a force during that, as they're going to pop it in the Uber are Nature Walk, and Def's going to jump forward really aggressively, and they're going to find a grand total of nothing with that Uber. I don't think they even got any damage off other than to Fishy, who's in the forward spawn. Yeah. Right wing Death Squad sort of having a peek on this Bats here. They want to contest the Spire, and indeed they have. HSR rather has jumped it and is going to take down Snow. KPC taking position up on the Ad 5 as well. Quid's going to get taken down, sort of having a bit of a run around in lobby there, and Pause is very weak and is going to get taken down by a long range splash rocket from KPC, trying to escape through the house. Just the combo left up for Nature Walk in full Uber advantage here for Doge. They need to really be smart here, Nature Walk, because this is dangerous. They don't have the players to get a force on the mid, but they definitely need to force on second, otherwise they're in danger of not getting this Uber in time to defend last. So Right Wing Death Squad are coming up on this mid and they're going through house. I want to see what Nature Walk do, and they really need to get a force here. But
it's in resup. They've gotten so aggressive and they haven't been called out. They're finally getting called out, but they're already on Greybridge and they've locked all these players out. Oh, look at the health on Nature Walk. He's awful. It's 80% on Explode finally, but he might not be able to get this before players behind him are going to clean him up, and that's almost a complete wipe. It's just Pause. All he can... He's going... Oh my god, he's in a really good position. He could get the medic. He doesn't. He does so much damage to Moop and the medic, but he doesn't end up getting a frag, and that's disastrous. I feel like Nature Walk have had this weird, awkward divide between they're either way too aggressive or way too passive, and I think that was in the way too passive range. They just start defending the point, but nothing's going to come of it. They're going to just walk under the cap. They're still a lot closer earlier on than last map, at least.
Yeah, they didn't seem to recognise their Uber disadvantage there, did Nature Walk, and they just went to sort of happy as Larry to hold choke. So no matter which way Right Wing Death Squad pushed there with the Uber advantage, I think Explode was in a lot of trouble. But yeah, really nice last push there, just off the back of the wipe on second. As we're going to go on to another mid here, Deft and Moop rolling out as normal as you get. Pause is going to open up with a lot of aggression, and he's going to combine with Snow to get Moop. Pause is going to go down, but he's treaded out for a lot of damage and positioning, and Deft is going to get the air pipe. That is the ad for air pipe. I'd back Deft to hit that any day of the week. It's just Fishy left alive, and he's going to get taken down by Quid underneath the bridge. Importantly, though, Doge did live. He's the only one that lived on Nature Walk. Oh, sorry, Right Wing Death Squad, and Explode did go down. So I'd like to see Nature Walk try and get some cap time down on this Spire before they have to retreat and respect the Uber disadvantage.
Yeah, but I see them. They really should respect the super disadvantage because they're getting very aggressive. Snow's probably going to get cleaned up. No, he gets them very low and hasn't died just yet. They're just trying to get the cap because the cap could have been a real big open for them to hold second, even with the Uber coming out. But they don't get it, and they're going to probably start breaking through choke or even house. They have 50%. They're not on it just yet. So we'll see what they do. They're looking to come through house yet again, so they should be expecting this. They've done this multiple times. They should be in a position to spare out the Uber very early, but move forward. Just Explode. Okay, no, that was pretty slow. Explode gets cleaned up by a jumping Def. They need to be a lot further back in that position. You need to be making sure that the jumping players aren't going to clean you up that easily. And Down does get cleaned up going for a play in the medic, and that's 3 down. We have Snow and Sniper, which we haven't seen as much as his Quid, so we'll see if he can get anything done. He's not up on bats to get a forward pick just yet, and he's in an awkward position. He's probably going to have to go for a pick on somebody on the cap, and he misses his first shot, and now he's probably going to have to either get back to scout, which looks like it's going to happen, and we're going to maybe see... No, we're not going to see a forward hold. The Sniper is going to probably stop that, and you're going to get this cap with the 60% Uber advantage, so should see some forward aggression from Roids any second now.
Yep, sorry, I've been tabbed out there, so you're all over it. Rule of advice, friends, don't block the team captain of the team that you're playing in this match, this week. That's a bad move. Yeah, as we're going to see Doge up into a pretty hefty Uber advantage. Snow is up on the heavy, Quid is up on the Sniper. Quid's probably not going to be able to get an angle there. Alright.
Were you halfway through your sentence? Or like you said, Uber still, they go forward and kill Down, who's trying to get a return frag. It goes down early as well. 2 forward. I don't like the heavy on this, let's be honest. Explode does stay up, but he hasn't got many people to heal as Pause goes down. It's just Deft, and he's up in the tube with Quid, so it's Explode is going to go down late as well. So Deft is the last barrier for them to get this last. They end up killing... Oh, Deft is just multing these players from up in the tube, and it might be working. They've got 3 players up, and Doge is going to go down. Has Deft saved this last? He has. Fishy is just the last one up. He has to fight a 3v1 though, and he might get cleaned up himself. He does. Def, I've never seen that tube start work in like 5 years of TF2. I've only seen it in videos, and Def made it work.
As Hertz once said in a pug, I'm sure, is that Turbo? But he actually made it work. With credit to him, because Deft is like, he's a big advocate of that strat, and it doesn't work a lot of the time, but he's actually managed to make it work there as Tomo famously did back in I-52. So credit to him, really clutch hold there.
Which is pretty forward in Valley. I think he's looking for a pick, but he's going to back up as the spawns do come through. They have a little bit of disadvantage. It's not huge, it's only 10%, and they're starting to even it out. They're building. Oh, they know they're not, I'm lying. So, no, okay, Nature Walk are building just to make sure the disadvantage doesn't catch them out, looks like, and we'll see what they end up doing, because it does look like... No, okay, again, I'm a liar. I thought they're playing really far back on the side of Voids, interestingly enough. I think they're trying to kite this Uber when they push through, but I don't know if Nature Walk are gonna just walk through it, but it looks like they're trying to get aggressive. They're checking choke, seeing their options, Quid and Pause just dancing around in Valley. I don't know.
Yeah.
What would you do in this position?
What would I do if I was Nature Walk? I'd wait for a sack and say it's your push and get angry at them if they didn't push. That's what I do.
KPC is
and there goes KPC, and they didn't. See, they should have done what I did, and they didn't wait adequately for the sack, and they got caught out by it. Down is going to jump a long way behind there, and he's actually going to draw some players back.
He almost dies rocket jumping.
Yeah, he's a long way behind, and he's actually drawn some attention back there for him. They've opted to ignore him for the time being, have Right Wing Death Squad, and to aggress into second. Snow is going to take a long time to die, but Deft is going to die as well. Quid's going to trade out for HSR, and this is not looking good, as Down is going to re-enter the fray now. Explode is out. Explode tried to snipe him with the crossbow, but well survived there by Doge in the end, and it's going to be pretty even Ubers here once the spawns come up from Nature Walk. But if Right Wing Death Squad are really feeling themselves here, and if they're tracking it really well, they will have realised that for about 20% worth of Uber, Explode wasn't healing there, so they could try the dot push, and they could possibly get it to work. Quid up on the sniper again. I'm not going to anticipate him to not hit shots because he's managed it just about every life so far. Doge holding in a very safe position though, up around the drop down, and the positioning, they're thinking about it, I reckon. Right Wing Death Squad, yeah, they're going to dot push straight through, leading on Ben and Moot.
Get this if they back it up. They could cut this really well, but it looks like Dan's really forward. They got the Uber, which is ideal. Death's up in the tube yet again, and the Uber coming out. We'll see if they can moke. Doge is really hurt. Doge is playing. Doge is dodging everything, but he's going to get cleaned up by Down, who's not going to have any of it. Snow's fighting a fight with Ben. Wishy runs in, kills Explode, Pause, and Down. Might get F'd as well. Snow's trying to stop it, but Wishy just walked in and mulched everybody in his way.
Yeah, he did a lot of clean-up damage then. He just walked up from the bottom left side, you know, the little droppy downy type area, and he had a lot of damage to clean up on, and he just one-tapped everyone. That was really good play there, and really good aim on display from Fishy, and then Moop cleaning up a little bit as well towards the end, and that's 3-1 for Right Wing Death Squad. 15 minutes left to play though, so I'm not going to call anything yet, as Pause rather is going to go really aggressive, and he's going to take down Moop, who got damaged really heavily by, I believe that was Deft and Snow, so that's a really good start to this mid for Nature Walk, and Ben is right up into Explode's business, and both soldiers for Right Wing Death Squad are on to Deft. The wall shot's finally going to get hit by KPC onto Depth in the Valley, but both soldiers are behind at the moment, are behind for Right Wing Death Squad. It's only HSR up now, as KPC is going to die to, I believe that was Quid, and Quid's going to find HSR as well. Had a bead on him as Fishy is trying to come back in. They were trying to coordinate a little bit of a play there, where the two Asia Fort representatives on Right Wing Death Squad, but they were all over it.
The official Asia Fort player. Yeah, they're the official representatives in Untitled Fortress.
No, put money down on that patent.
Yeah, well definitely. So, Ben's on Sniper actually keep forwarding onto the Spire. They have his full Uber out, and Down's looking to use it as he walks in. He takes a lot of damage though, we'll see how they're going to do it. They've broken the forward hold. Okay. You're my caster, not my English teacher. Alright, so we're just seeing... Okay, so Pause goes down, that's a bit awkward, and they're going to Uber still. They killed the sentry, but I don't know if I'd be using this straight away. They start taking the point, and we're going to see HSR in the deft position. Ben's walking forward, and we have a scout flanking from behind. They only have Quid to get this cap, and that's disastrous. Pause dying there is pretty lame, and then pushing straight off that is a bit more awkward. Especially because they Ubered straight into a sentry gun. I would have probably focused spam that down before I pushed. Make sure that there's a bit more room, because the sentry had like 3 seconds of Uber, and then they had very little positioning after it. We do have Quid on Sniper, nothing new there. Moop's picking the choke, maybe he saw the Sniper, I wouldn't be surprised. And they've been pushing House, so the Sniper is going to be a bit of an awkward play. Because the Sniper is definitely more favourable to the corner push, but they're starting to break through House, like I said. I'm just a psychic, so they're breaking through now. They have Pause on the balcony. They're breaking through, they've Ubered, but they don't lose any players just yet. This is what Nature Walk had to be doing. Quick domes, man, absolutely destroys him. Moves forward, but Explode dies to move. What?
but Deft gets Doge as well. That's Demos trading for medics on both teams, but the health is absolutely atrocious for Right Wing Death Squad, as I believe Nature Walk are going to take this fight onto mid. Snow's going to be able to clean up Moop, and I'm being told to watch Chokers. Deft gets the bottle and the HSR. Very well played there by Deft. He'll be happy about that one, but he's actually going to get cleaned up by KPC, who is not saying die. He's going to get a lot of damage off onto Snow. He's going to pick up Snow as well. Huge there by KPC. He's going to finally get taken down by a pause on the respawn with his medic explode, but he's bought a lot of time there. Ooh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I think that's a Moop call, definitely, but they will probably... Yeah,
wait, hang on a tick.
Are they both on crits? No, okay, so, no, it's just Doge, she's up on crits. We're gonna see KPC respawning as well, but
building it particularly well though. Okay, sorry, the distance has started to separate itself now a little bit, but
it's really not that big.
They've got to go on the dot here. Yeah, Explode's been building this pretty well. It's starting to separate itself out now as well, but it's only going to be about 10% by the time they get in the position to use it. So they get, but
this is great.
I really like this from Nature Walk. They've actually wrapped it all the way through Resup, and they're going to find KPC. They're going to get the crits is going to be popped onto Moot, but Explode's going to have it. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to tab Snow, and Down is sort of caught behind here, but
good
a bit of an awkward push here. Deft's alone with his medic.
Explode, what are you doing? Get out of Joke. He needs to be in a... Okay, so no one punishes him, but he was really forward in front of his demo man. Could have gotten cleaned up there. We're forwarding with Doge now, and they definitely have the player advantage here for Roids, and they do see Paws forward aggressing onto a soldier. He is... he's just dancing around trying to delay as long as he can, and he's doing a pretty good job of it. We have Down and Quid spawns in 5, but it will probably be a push from Roids. As on the crit side, this is the thing, after the push fades, if you keep your medic up, you're pretty much always going to perpetually have this advantage. So they're on at 85%, and Explode's only coming up on 70, so we're going to have this crit, so we're probably going to see it forward through Moop. They should be expecting it. Network are very aggressive considering they should know they have this crits, but I think they're calling it now. So coming around the choke, Moop crits, they're giving him so much room, they can't be like this. Okay, so we see a forward bomb, but Snow goes down to a crits. Now one goes down to a scout, gets a flash from the crits, and then we're just going to get a forward play. That's a really sloppy counter crits play coming out of Nature Walk. They played too passive and gave them way too much room for it to work. You have to kind of either play so back that you bait it all out before the crits is used, or you get super aggressive and just crush them when they're pushing through the choke. You can't really just stand there and hope that Down's going to be enough to kill a medic surrounded by 5 players.
Yeah, well, I think Down was just ending up trying to buy time there, as he's going to aggress forward, try to get some damage out on the HSR. He's going to get cleaned up by Paws, but right, I think that's got to roll over this last. Explode was actually on 98% when he died to that crit, so I think that Down was just trying to buy some time. Explode up on the Pyro, it's going to be all for naught. Deft is going to get taken down, so no heroic pipe plays this time. Paws is going to trade out with KPC, but that's actually held it. HSR's on the spawn. I completely misread that situation. Huge play there by Paws. He needed to get that frag, and he trades his life for it, but that's absolutely clutch. I'm worried, though. Snow is going to Spire. Okay, but they have some players sort of in this lobby area to Nature Walk now. HSR and Fishy trying to get a bit of a bait onto Quid there, and it's not quite going to work, so yeah, I do believe we're going to be able to restabilize this one on last.
They're still up on crits, so... I don't know, this crits play, I don't know, this is the thing, I don't know if this is anecdotal, but I swear that nobody runs crits anymore. It's so rare, like, to see crits played, especially in high level. I swear it could be anecdotal, but I feel like people don't run crits as much as they used to, and the counterproductive of that is people don't know how to fight crits as best as they used to. So, well, yeah,
Quid's on the spy, and they're arrow building on the side of Nature Walk.
Why is he spy? That's an interesting play. They're gonna
don't ask these questions. You don't need to.
Quid needs to decloak and get something done now, because they're gonna crit him from lower. They killed Deft straight off the bat with this crits, and Explode isn't gonna get his Uber just yet. He's on 98%. This is a flashback to Gullywash second, and ends up dying. Paws forward, trying to get picks. Just pausing Quid. Quid on this spy, just face stabbing Doge, and it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I invite you to bring up, press Y to look at chat, and you'll see SDV stats 2 in a row. Red's medic died with 98% Uber. Explode must be hurting right now. That's going to be a little bit heartbreaking, as that's going to be 4-1 to the side of Right Wing Death Squad. These crits plays just managing to work out, and they're just managing to find Explode in the nick of time there. As I think, yeah, Doge is still on crits to mid, and it looks like it's going to be a shithouse side push from Nature Walker's Paws. Is just going to get sent packing straight back down into that valley, and Snow is going to go down. Quid has sort of been caught out behind. He's going to get taken down by HSR. Down goes down. Paws goes down. Deft and Explode are totally separated from one another. Deft is sort of just baiting himself a little bit in that house, and he's going to manage to trade out a frag onto Ben. Fishy finishing him off, but Explode is way out of there on 59% Uber, while Doge is up on 100% crits.
Yeah, so we're probably going to see some aggression. KPC hasn't been caught out. He's like, okay, has been caught out. KPC and Snow is probably just going to clean him up, yeah. He does get killed, and that's 2 down. Ben is going to spawn, and Def's going to get spawned now. That spawn might delay this crits push enough time to get up. And yeah, they're not up to crits just yet, and Explode are going to be up. He's going to be up in his Uber. They have to be expecting this crits. They've been running it for like 10 minutes now. So, we gotta get ready for it. They crew Uber straight away, but they do lose Snow to a crit sticky. And they're playing the bait game. So they crit, they force the Uber, you don't really have a choice. You have to pretty much Uber the crits unless you want to be super ballsy. And now they're just gonna wait for their advantages because the crits builds way faster than Uber. They're already up on, well, they haven't actually been building it that well. 3 down, they might actually see a push already. Fushy on 1 health, big balling on bottom right. He goes forward on his gun, almost gets the kill. He gets a Snow. That's 3 down to a 1 down deficit to Voting Discord, and they're just throwing players away like nothing. He needs to get this. He needs to get the swords. He's dodging. Oh, nice try from Exploders. A last-ditch effort. That's 5-1. We're starting to see a repeat of the first map.
Yeah, but in the reverse order almost. In the first map, Right Wing Death Squad came out really strong early on, but now they're starting to finish strong. Yeah, as I've just done goofed, leave me alone. We're off to mid number 7, I believe this one is. Both demos rolling out normal. No real damage to speak of yet, and it looks like that Pause, again, is going to be the aggressor, but he's going to be jumping behind this time, and he's been ignored for the most part. Moop's going to find a pipe frag on the Snow, and there's a lot of frags being traded all of a sudden. Pause is still sort of lurking around in that valley area, and he's going to be able to find a frag on the Doge. But Explode is going to, yeah, he's going to get chased down here. And HS, no! Explode!
No, it's Moop. Oh my god, he's gonna get this. He gets
no!
the 3K!
Holy!
What the?
The control point is
that might be. Okay, so I'm speechless. You don't see that, like. I can't believe he. What the? What do you say?
Not a thing.
I haven't seen a medic 3K since they started using the crossbow instead of the needle gun. It's been they don't prepare you for this in caster school, dude.
Oh, Explode, that's one for the highlight reel. Everyone should go message Bio on Discord right now and bully him into making another season ozfortress frag video, because this needs to be seen by the masses. That was huge by Explode. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough to get him an Uber advantage, as he did end up dying late, but I'm just going to be a buzzkill for a moment. They are building it out, but Doge is up onto his Uber right now, and it is Uber this time. They're going to lead it in on Ben with Moop in tow. Rotating through the spawn again are Nature Walk. Deft up in the pipe area. He's going to get a fair bit of damage off into HSR, and is going to take down one of the scouts that was trying to play the point. I believe that was Ben in the end. And Pause is going to get 3 coming through behind from main, and he's going to get onto Doge and Moop as well. He might just be able to get Moop, but Snow steals that frag from him. Big defensive plays there by Pause, just coming in and making a mess of their pots and pans coming from behind. Well played, Pause, and Deft from deterring the point as well. Good hold by Nature Walk, as we have about 5 minutes left, and Pause is going to find a 4th frag onto Ben. As we didn't see a lot of trading out into Resup, actually.
I'm still just speechless, dude. They're going in, they're aggressing, Explode finally Ubers. They do kill Doge, who's just respawning now, so they do kind of even it out with this Uber force. Actually a little bit of ad because Doge has nobody can really heal. So we'll see what they end up doing. Deft and people are just capping the point. They're trying to get this forward spawns up. Do we see crits now? We're back on Uber for both medics. I hate to say it, but it might be dead time, but we have plenty of dead time, so we can just chill out and see what ends up happening. We see scouts just walking choke, baiting stuff. We got stickies on the choke, same old stuff as you'd expect. We'll see players start aggressing, trying to spam out choke, trying to get people back. Fishy jumps in straight onto the bridge, trying to get a forward pick probably, and doesn't get anything done. He dies himself, both, but down actually almost dies in the choke from spam. And hey, do you remember that time Explode got a 3K?
That was pretty neat. I do remember that. Remember it. I was there, dude. Alright, I think you've basically said it at this point. It is dead time here, as we are going to see Right Wing Death Squad convincingly take both maps. We're going to take I know the match is still going on, guys, but we're going to take a quick break here, and we are going to get ourselves set for the headline night. Oh, goodness me. Jasmine T versus No Safe Word is going to be coming up very, very shortly. Don't go anywhere. We're going to throw to a very, very quick break here, and we'll be back in just a moment, guys. Thanks for coming out. See you soon. Hmm?